Okay. She's awake. She's been doing a little bit of hunting and such since you've seen her last on Timberwolf there. Still is on Timberwolf. What do we have here? Eat these beans soon. Don't think the beans stand up very well in there. Let's see here. I'm going to start my journey by going to the ravine. Grab ourselves a liter of water. The last of our venison for the traveler. Grab a couple of sticks as I see them. Actually, I'll leave the ones on the front lawn. They're great to grab if you're feeling a little lazy. I've had managed to get that wolf, and then he came back, so I got him. The deer came back, so I got him. The bear hasn't come back yet. Feeling fairly confident about going to the ravine without getting mauled. I've killed him. He was that long-range shot with the rabbit, but he's come back now. So I am sharing the Crystal Lake with one animal. Now the deer that I killed over here, he somehow snatched an arrow from me. But he gave it back. Wonderful news. Wonderful. Well, yeah, you just kind of follow this roadway. Now, as usual, I do like to take the high ground. Here's the bear cave. He actually, when I shot him, he ran back to his cave. I'm going to do the ravine, and then we'll check the containers there, and that's the only... The spots you see on the first leg of my journey, on the first episode, that's it for containers. So I felt that I wasn't quite done with Timberwolf, but all those hides and everything like that, they really needed to be dealt with. I couldn't just walk away from that, so I did not walk away from that. I some clothes out of that. Right now, she's upgraded her light shell to a wolf skin jacket. She's upgraded her fleece mittens to rabbit skin. Right now, I think she has the stuff to make the boots if she wants to. What I'm hoping for down here in this little this container, there's clothing. And I'm hoping for a pair of socks. Although I don't think that's what you get. I think you're getting sweatshirt, thin wool sweater sort of stuff. Which, that combo is my favorite, so I don't mind. But I really wish she would be able to get some socks. Yeah, because she put the wolf skin jacket on, she's been able to kind of hang out outside a little bit more. And I'm going this way not because there's a cargo container or anything like that. Actually, on my day, what is she at now? Almost 230 days in now, my Judy Rambo. She's just actually checking to see if there was any anybody down here. So there is not. But yeah, Judy Rambo, the one that I put together, I started her way back in the test build, so she's on day about 230 and hasn't gone to Broken Railroad yet, and I know that there's another 24 matches, and she doesn't need matches. She really doesn't need anything. She's been out cruising around. She's wearing a bearskin coat over top of a wolf skin coat. So there are actually days, well, not days, but times in the day where she goes outside and warms up. Like, it's, 1 degree. It feels like 1 degree Celsius. She's got a temperature bonus of about 25, a little over 25 degrees. And the wind protection of 12 degrees. So that's pretty good for her. She's doing pretty good. And we might need a rock or two to get out of this situation. As usual, I'll do my evasion tactics. Not act like I've got every weapon in the world. Because I do, but in a pinch, I'm not really that great of a bowman, so like if I've got a lot of time, I can set up a shot, but my long distance game is a little bit off, and definitely my hip fire, I guess you'd call it. See people just shoot a wolf like point blank right in the face. Now it's kind of nice because I can. Start a fire out there, nice and warm in here. But before I go out there and get into it, and just take a moment. Why not? Let's sleep for an hour. Gives her back some energy. Warms her up really quickly. Guaranteed she's going to be completely warm now. Got lots of energy to wrestle with a wolf if she's got to. Then you've always got this cave here for backup when you need it. Now she's gone a little stick crazy. Up a few too many sticks. She's got to make room for her soup. What do I got here? 9 whole sticks on me. Really pushing it. That's the only problem with the crafted clothing. It weighs a bunch, but it really does the trick. I never understood crafted clothing in the lower levels until, of course, you hit Interloper, and then it's like, oh, that's why you need a wolfskin coat, because everything else will just let you down. I'm gonna be quiet, sneaky. There's, looks like, well, I got a wolf for sure, and a limb, looks like. So just over to the right of the engine, you're going to find the one container that exists. And just up over here is a rope. And you can get down here at the very start of the game. If you feel like it wasn't a good start and you would like to wipe yourself out, you take a right at the one start in Timberwolf Mountain and climb down that rope, and these guys will be more than happy to eat you for lunch. Now I'm going to start a fire by these containers because I'm not exactly sure how sawing affects them, because there's been a bunch of new kind of behavioral things with the sound and the smell. Sounds like there's something going on over to my right. Now I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Okay, at least I got an eye on one wolf. There's usually two of them down here. Not at all friendly. I discovered an engine. Great stuff. Yeah. There we go. It's not to warm her up, it's just I can make all the noise I want now. So we got some... Oh, we've got all the socks. I think there's food in the other half, like soup or something. Or it's all clothing. Well, so now I've got a whole bunch of clothing on me. Well, that's heavy.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, you can drop some of it eventually. All right. Let's grab a torch. This is going to be a long walk, all crouched up like this. But until I can get a visual on him and make sure he's not directly in my way, I'm not going to get up. Once I'm past him and he'll like chase me, then I'll go into the cave and start a fire in there or something. I suppose I could have got his attention, scared him with the original fire, and then... Yeah, I could have done that, scared him with the fire, and then as he's running around like a maniac... See, there he is there. And thank goodness he doesn't care about the floating ball of fire. Okay, so I got my socks, so now she is set up to wear all 100% clothing, so I'll do that shortly. So all you need is all your clothing slots filled with something, and it's just... Usually I find if you get 2 wool ear wraps on Interloper, well, usually they get chewed off your head, but, you know, sometimes you get two wool ear wraps, and they will, like, it won't give you another, you won't find yourself another pair of underwear. So, okay. Torch guy, get that going. 55%. How about a book? Okay, so I'm going to light a fire, spend the night, and I will see you when we walk out of the ravine and make for the cave by the wing that I like to go to from time to time. Actually, I don't like to go to it. But it's just a place that I've heard you might be able to find a bedroll, so I might, you know, I might even actually find a bedroll there, which would be hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's a good
But it's in some serious wolf country, so I kind of don't go to it. Like, I'd rather go to the summit before I go to the to Wolfland up there. All right, so we'll see in the morning when she's ready to go. Okay, so it looks, sun's a little higher in the sky, it looks a little nicer. It was pretty blustery. Feels pretty cold still, being well protected by the wind. She's gonna need to, minus 16, not covered by the wind, so she's been worse off. She fixed her socks. When we get up to the next cave, if we get up to the next cave, I will show you. There's a cairn in there if you're so inclined to go looking. So just up at this fallen tree here, of course, I take my right-hand turn. I'm going to follow the rock wall, keeping it to my left. Go across I'll go across the pathway out to the log bridge and that first rope and that cave I stayed in the first time there and made coffee. I ripped down my socks and spent most of the game regretting it, but now I'm happy because I have all my clothing slots filled, so I can get all of them to 100%. I have, I think, 14 or 15 pieces of cloth at the mountaineer's hut. I went back down in the search for socks to Pleasant Valley, and all I came back with was a wolf pelt from a wolf that fought me. I used a hatchet on it, and then I came back and the bear was lurking around the fishing hut again, and I really wanted to go fishing because I was suffering from cabin fever risk past 50%, so no time to mess around. And so since I was tired of him lurking, and he very rarely, sometimes you'll shoot that bear and he doesn't come back ever. I mean, like, he comes back out of it, but he doesn't wander down to Mystery Lake. It's like new bear learned from the old bear sort of thing.
This cold is making my head feel thick.
So yeah, keeping this rock wall here to my left hand, it gives me nice open view when I get to the top of this hill of what's going on down below. Very rarely do wolves get up this way, and you'd kind of know he was coming because you'd hear the deer. There are deer up here, but not wolves usually.
Damn.
So there's my first one where I got the now he'll spot me from, I saw him go lurking behind the wing here because I want to go past him. Could go up and around. Yeah, that's what I'll do because he's not backing up. Gonna take some cold damage being out here like this.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Now, if you're on a different difficulty and you're having trouble finding a rifle and you're on Timberwolf and you don't want to go to the summit because usually there's one up there, and if there isn't one up here, look for this guy. He's usually got a rifle. Oh, she's losing a bit of condition to this. Oh, what am I doing? Now this wraps around, but... Oh, look at that. There's a sapling down. Pretty sure you can get to this guy up here, though. Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay. Gotta be careful on my way down here. This is actually quite the drop. To that ledge? Yes, I can. Okay. Ah, look at this. Full scarf. Okay. So now that basically I went around where that wolf was, might as well get as much as of what I can while I'm here. So he'll sometimes have a rifle. In Interloper, of course, he has a scarf for you. I have a feeling that, too, that scarf indicates that, you know, if this was a stalker run, you would have gotten yourself a rifle. Okay, let's get her inside this cave here. So this is the cave. It's kind of hidden, the way it's set up. But I've seen on the lower levels a bedroll in here. Now I don't know if Forest Cave is
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Is the one you want. Oh, yeah. Let's take a quick look at her clothing. So 21 degrees. Now she's wearing some decent wool socks. She's got new sport socks, decent wool socks, roughed up headgear, an extra pair of jeans. You know, while she's in here, I'm not going to repair. We'll harvest those. That gives her half an hour to warm up. Let's see, anything need? Give that a couple of goes. Alright, well she's getting hungry and she's starting to run low on water. I brought some emergency traveler cattails and such. But really not much in the way of keeping her fed for this entire time. So yeah, the wolves are just on the other side of these rocks in front of me. Of course, there's that little piece of tail section. Wing. So then another way I do wolf avoidance. I don't mind fighting them on Crystal Lake because it's nice and wide open, but I mean, even on the lake there, you've got to watch for the one that's in front of you. Sure, but it's the one coming up behind you. That's the... Now there's Echo Peak over there, right across. It's by the bear cave. You end up going up top there. Get a really nice, on a better day, you know, for visibility, you get a really nice look at the map, sort of. I mean, it's not really what I would call like detailed because you're so far away from it, but and so that's pretty much, those are the two areas I wanted to show you, and where the other container was. There are no other shipping container or cargo containers on the map. I don't know what's in the crates. So it was just down below here, right? So I've fallen from there more than once. How bad is it? -6. Why, that's not bad at all. Or let's do it this way. Matches. Throw a book on there. Get rid of this tinder that I keep carrying around. Throw a few sticks on there. Cook this meat and eat it right here by the fire.
Come on, little fire.
I don't really have to worry about wolves. But yeah, I'll see you after I'm done dealing with this deer. And I'll walk you down to the cave that I started in, had some coffee in. Then I'll take you over to the area where you start on Timberwolf, the other bits of the time. And that's kind of important because it's great to know it from one area, but kind of want to know everything you can for that. 8 kilograms. 8.8 kilograms. 8 kilograms would be a huge win. Now this thing will stay in place until you mess with it. Well, it seems like it's getting a little chilly out here. See if we can get a quick liter of water done here.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, so I kept you on site for that part of the... I would have used a magnifying glass, right, if you only knew. Okay, grab a torch here. Wonder if that's going to get blown out. Okay. Still a good part of our day, and you know what? We've got some really good visibility, so I do want to take advantage of this weather. And just the type of day that it is, and just go look at this other place that you start, which is just up over there. Of course, here's the area I started. There's my first fire pit. Get that torch going. Yeah. Hopefully that works out well. I really hope that works out well because my torch just went out, so getting 2 fires for 1 match is nice. Okay, throw a stick on there, throw this other cedar for some time. Be back with some what to do. Actually, let's cook this, not only just for the time by the fire and the cooking skill. I'm going to cook it and then drink it so that I'm nice and warm on my walk. I'll leave this here so I don't attract any unwanted attention because I think there might be a wolf back in that section. As always, when it comes to those guys, be careful. What else do I have on me that's too heavy? Oh, I'm just getting... Let's just have a coffee. I'm just getting tired. That's all. Okay. Alright, well. Trying to stay nice and warm here as I walk back to this other area. So, you come out of the cave, and if you just go pretty much straight, keeping that rock face there, to your right hand side, I'm walking into a headwind. How comfortable is that? I think she'll make it. So there's the way towards the rope, of course, your first rope climb up to the summit. But this way, now I don't know exactly how to get up to it. There's Echo Peak from the other side. You end up somewhere up in here when you start. Okay. I think actually up over there, maybe on that rock right center, you start on there. And the thing is, if you walk up and you look, walking off the side, there's actually a clear pathway up over this way, and it takes you down to where that right where my torch is pointing now, takes you to that's where the log bridge is, and then look around. So this is the area. There's the rope climb down area just up ahead, and I don't think there is a wolf over here, but there's the engine. And down below, there's where the cave would be and stuff by the rock mid-screen there on that trail. And then, of course, over there, right across from me, where you see those trees and that sort of clearing and that rock kind of sticking out the side of the cliff. Actually, right up there. So there's this rock. I'm going to put the torch right on it. Boink. That guy. That's where you start. When you start at the other place. So this is the place you start, just a little bit over here. I think maybe actually up on top of here too. I don't know. It's right in this area is where you do start. In Timberwolf, and we're coming back around. We're gonna put this torch away. It's not so good. Still doing really good. Really good, little bunny. Really good. So anyway, you come down from there. You end up in this... actually, it might even be a little further along. But I don't think it is. Might be up there. No. Just behind me here. You can walk down, I think, or you can take the rope down. But up here, where of course this tree is pointing, here is the cave. Massive, dangerous looking cave. Go back up through there. But it always has wood,
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
a light source,
Oh, thank you.
and some fire. Of course, it's much better kitted out when you're, you know. I mean, like now I could stop in here, have a fire, be completely sheltered, and chop down some fir limbs, which is just what I do. Great. Now I've got a lot of firewood. So it's all going to go into the cave so I can... now the problem is I'm going to go to the summit, which I'm not bringing this firewood with me. So... yeah, so this is also a trail connected to the basin. Now I could have gone up here and then showed you that next, and then circled maybe back around to the cave by the wing, but I really wanted to see if that bedroll was in that particular cave, because I think that is the one. But I might be wrong. If I am wrong and somebody knows the spot in this place where the bedroll does spawn on Interloper, I will be more than happy to take a walking tour over to that spot to see if it is there. So... okay, brief interruption there. But yeah, I've literally walked 60 feet and didn't realize I had a phone on right beside me. Okay, so gonna make it over top of this rise here. I'm gonna make it to the cave, and she is going to sleep for the night. She's done being awake, that is for sure. But my fire should still be going, and I do have a lot of wood on me to, you know, keep it going if I wanted to. And then it's always nice to know where there's some pre-chopped fir, so I can come back to it. So it was only gone for about an hour, and there was an hour and a half worth of fire there, so I'm hoping it's still at least smoldering. I did chop down that limb, but I think
Right, I can't feel my feet.
still might be just embers in there if I can just get there into... oh, it looks like it's embers. No, it's done. I let my fire burn out.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Okay. So, get rid of this stuff here. Drop all the fir firewood. And drop that guy. Don't need that anymore. Grab yourself a drink. Actually, gotta get rid of these crackers first. It'll just get worse. And although I've never gotten food poisoning from crackers, I don't want to get food poisoning. Okay, good. She's good to go for weight for the rest of her tour. Just has to remember I've got a lot of fir firewood. We're just waiting. Okay, well, we'll see you in the morning, and we'll talk to you shortly. Okay, so warming up. She's got the warmth bonus. Still, it feels like awful out. Very much awful. Oh, there goes my torch. Alright. Gonna continue to feel awful all the way up to deer clearing, which is my next little bit of cover, pretty much. Unless I, of course, made a... Well, I don't know about that. Making a fire... There's a deer right here, a carcass. I can make a fire beside it and harvest it, maybe. But I have been burning through... Well, you know, I've been burning through pretty much a match a day there. So... Okay, here it goes. Make this final bit towards the rope. He's hungry. He's not tired yet. I don't really need the coffee. I can just go up to deer clearing here and have a nap, which is what I'll do. When you're climbing up to the top and you're not got a bedroll, you can take baby steps. You don't have to be a maniac about it. And it looks like the weather wants to pick back up, so I don't want to see as a wolf looking at me. Kind of got that spot as theirs. Got that maple with me, don't I? Yeah, I guess I shouldn't just walk past things like that. So yeah, you can get some arrows up here in deer clearing. Well, not arrows, but some birch. Make arrows. We've been here before. Have we? Oh.
I can use this.
Oh no, I don't think I stopped in here. I think I just kept going. So this might be the spot. We got some coal.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah. Well, I need to decide as to what I want to do with that wood and stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it all here for hunting in the future. He's only got enough calories for 1 hour of sleep. So let's give her Enough for 2 hours of sleep. Yeah. She gets warmed up, she gets her energy back, and then she goes towards her next rope climb. Just a little bit off to the right here. Pick that up. Now, I'm not going to walk around with all this stuff on me, so...
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, you won't be carrying much more. There we go.
Oh, I would do anything for a drink right now.
So there's the container where I got the cloth and the scrap metal from. Tomato soup. Okay, just got to keep an eye on that exhaustion meter. That's really what I'm worried about. The water thing. He's got beverages coming to her very soon. You're going to have a coffee and then climb this rope. The neighbors made a noise. I think it was a shotgun.
I say I hate being cold.
Somebody out there fired a weapon, and it really irritated my dogs. I'm not worried because my neighbors are all... We're out in the middle of almost nowhere, and they're 100 such, so... Oh, there goes the heat. Yeah, she's got the energy she needs to make it up this rope. Yeah, that dog, she can bark. It's been going on for a while now. So after I get to this rope, I'm going to skip ahead and just,
Need water.
of course, see you on the other side of the cave. Climb that rope, because she's going to need to rest and such. So here she is at her rope. She's cold, she's thirsty, she's hungry. Cold, thirsty, and hungry, but not tired. Tired. Okay. So she's going to climb on up the rope. And then we'll see when she gets to the other side of the cave. Here we go. Okay. He slept a little bit. Now has enough room for about 1 kilogram of sticks that she can find at the base of the rope climb. Get a few of those so that she can get up to the top and start her a fire when she gets into the plane. Of course, from this point, you're going to want to walk because I don't want to kill any more fatigue than I have to. Or I don't want to kill any more of her energy. So you can come up over this hill too. I don't know, it's very hard to see, of course. Be running uphill. It's a waste. Right, here she goes towards the summit. There's another rope rock where you can use the rope from inside that little cave there. Here I am in this spot again looking for sticks, although the desperation really isn't there. Okay, so no sticks really. Let's just get on up this thing. Okay, here goes. To the first ledge. You might be able to make it all in one go, but there we go. A little mercy from the wind, maybe? Yeah. And now it only feels like -12 while she rests. Well, might as well celebrate with a cattail. And some water. Alright, how is her sprint meter? She's back to full. Okay, here we go. Go walking off there, that'll get you. Oh, still climbing with a lot of confidence. Fair amount of energy. Not getting too bad. It's draining pretty quickly. But she makes it up here with half her energy, and now, just now, starting to be affected by the cold. Well, I have a couple of sticks, but I don't want to start a fire So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that exhaustion I've managed to get to let her have a nap in this cave. It's important that you know that there's a cave up here.
So cold. So cold.
Got some antibiotics. Back into the cave until it's warm. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Well, she's really down on her calories, so just down that so she can sleep for a couple hours. Maybe the visibility will improve out there. It probably won't. Okay. Ooh. Nasty out there. So the summit welcomed me with a blizzard, and now I am out of food. Not necessarily completely out of calories. I really didn't want to have to light another fire.
I'm so hungry.
But let's tell her and that's all right. Okay. No, I can't be lighting another fire. Just to make up some. Okay, well then we'll do it this way. How will I pull this off? I mean, she can sit here for hours and not worry about her calorie count, wiping it out. So I spent 45 minutes crafting some mushrooms up. It's very cold. And we'll warm up past time for an hour and see if that helps. Oh, it does. Okay. Pick that up. Yep. Let's see if we've gotten any better visibility out here. It doesn't look like it. Hey, first time to the summit, you can actually carry a fair bit of wood. I cannot see a stick. Not a one. Throw me a stick. Let's see what we get. Well, this is some fairly awful lighting to be looking for a stick. Oh, oh. Okay, so how bad is it in here? Probably pretty bad. There's my campfire. Didn't leave any pieces of reclaimed or anything kicking around it, did I? It's like I just kind of newsprint. Not helpful. So there's a mountaineering rope, and another piece of scrap metal. Fixing thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull out of this joint. Cannot see a stick. You'd think with a plane crashing here there'd be a couple of sticks on it. Oh, oh, oh. There's one. There's one. Let's see if I can make that lucky 2 stick. I'm being blocked by a limb. I'm starving at the summit. Doesn't really concern me because I can get down the summit in about 10 minutes of her lifetime, so it's not really a getting up the summit that's the big ball. Okay, I gotta go back across. I'll wait till the daylight when I can see a little more clearly, and then I'll I mean, if it was a starry night, I could see perfectly fine, and there's sticks up here. I know there is, but right now, it's to go warm up. So I'll see you in the morning when she's warm. She will have taken a little bit of a condition hit from calories. Keep staying out here in this, she's going to be way worse off. Ah, wouldn't you know it? Got a mountaineering rope beside him and a piece of firewood right in front of him. What's back in here? What do we have? Piece of coal. Oh, good. Now we're set for some fire. We didn't need sticks. They're just wouldn't have been so cheap and lit a match. Oh, looks like the weather's going to change before I even get have a chance to enjoy the light. Okay, so I'm going to break down these crates now that she's up. I'm hoping for a can of food and something. Oh, I'm sure I walked right over all of these sticks. About to become very important. She will need temperature back just immediately. What a fantastic sunrise at the tail section, I tell you. That's nice looking. Where to put a fire? I'll put a fire right here. Yeah, let's do it that way with the fire striker. Why not? I didn't even check to see if I could with a magnifying glass.
Oh, sure, I'm getting cold.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear down the boxes off camera and then lay out everything I find in the boxes so that you can see. Well, you know what, actually, let's not do it that way because you might get a good indication of where you can go to get something. So, we'll start with these. Nothing happening. So yeah, those boxes just had reclaimed wood. Haven't left anything behind, have I? Okay. Let's see if there's anything in this crate. We'll break this one down by hand. Give the hatchet a little bit of a break. Yeah, see again, so not so much there.
I wonder if I can drop any of this here.
Have yourself a little sip of water. She'll make herself up just a little splash more water so she can get through without dehydrating too badly. And shortly after she breaks down these other boxes, I don't think there's going to be much, but there might be, so it's worth a look. Yeah, last time I was really up against the wall for time, and right now I can pull out a bedroll and go sleep in a cave if I want to. Oh, starting to cool down a bit over here, so we'll go quickly. Yeah, so not much in the way of the boxes here. She's got a lot of reclaimed wood on her. Oh, nothing really in the cardboard box either. Now I was no, nothing dropped out of that box when I tore it down. So that leaves these two cardboard. Again with the not much. So the only thing I got out of anything, it looks like, was this box here. Not this box that just broke down, but this box here had accelerant. And then this box here had some mountaineering rope. And that is it. So, and I don't believe I left anything behind. Wasn't feeling like nothing was important. Oh, beautiful. The day is clearing up. That's nice, I gotta say. Okay, well, we'll just check this guy too. I'm up here, why not? Maybe a loose flare. Nope. So nothing up in there except for that accelerant and some rope. We'll get rid of those. 36 kilograms. Most of it's reclaimed wood. Nice. Okay, so she is going to make herself a reishi mushroom tea to warm up and warm up. Warm up and then stay warm. Put that into her. There we go. A little boost with some calories, a little hydration. That's good. Okay. Grab a torch. Let's hop on out of here again. This time I'm going to try not to fall and hurt myself. Just heading back down right there to the mountaineering hut. You can see a little bit better in the peripherals. There's the dock there on the left-hand side. You have a feather, right, sir? Yeah, that is the last of the containers, and those are my favorite caves to go visit. That one cave there with the extra 12 matches in it, it's always helpful. -8. Oddly enough, as she goes down, not oddly enough, but as you'd expect, as she gets further away from the summit, the warmer it gets. By the time she gets to the mountaineer's hut, she might even be warming up. There you go. go past this little knot of rocks here. And you'll see it. It looks like a pathway to the right. And it is exactly that, a pathway. And eventually this pathway, after some, of course, some switchbacking and such, actually this pathway gets you to this really nice, see where I've been, see this nice snow shelf here, or this nice sloping bit of ice and snow.
Where can I find something to eat?
He's hungry. I just hope it just stays nice enough out. So here again, back at the starting point. And like I said, and over there is the other place you start, and that's by those matches. There's that big rock I was pointing at. I won't be using the rope to get down. This time I have to use the, we'll put that away. This time I have to use the snow slope. And that wolf is he was kind of lurking around on this end, so I might have to run into him, do a little bit of wolf stepping. But I'm going to sign off as soon as I get to Mountaineer's Hut. She might come back on, maybe for a video, maybe on her 100th day or something like that, but now up ahead, up ahead is the other cargo drop. And I don't like tearing apart boxes outdoors in Interloper because usually you don't find anything in them. Oh, there's always a wolf up here. Where are you? They'll be coming right up over this ridge. So this is where normally you would find a cargo container spot. Now you could start a fire here and use these. So I don't like those snapping stick noises. You could start a fire here and just kind of hang out by that corpse if you wanted to, using the reclaimed wood and everything else. I don't see him. I know he's over here. Oop. Didn't mean to quite do that. Oh, there he is, way off over there. Good. Oh. Ah, looks like I fell and sprained my wrist at a very inopportune time. Just to be sure, I'm not going to get mauled. But yeah, that was the run of the rest of pretty much the good loot spots on Timberwolf. I didn't get down in time to catch the sun for magnifying glass fire. But yeah, actually I'm going to run in here and do some fishing, actually. So that's what I'm up to. He's hungry. And I can't equip a weapon when I've got a sprained wrist, so... And with the idea that there's very little food in there. Now there's a can of beans going out, but yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed her brief run around the rest of Timberwolf Mountain. And we'll see you next time in Pleasant Valley for that start. Alright. Keep surviving and
Come on,
have a good one.
come on.